Mind reading present. 11 tips on how to overcome a boyfriend move. Hello everyone. Welcome to Rejoin the Mind Reading channel that raises the theme of relationships and problems in our daily lives. Therefore, don't skip the video yet, because in this video, we will give you 11 tips on how to deal with the move of your girlfriend. First, let's talk about the importance of talking openly about your feelings and sharing your concerns. Next, pay attention to how maintaining strong and consistent communication can help strengthen your relationship over long distances. These are just a few examples of the tips we'll cover in this video, so be sure to watch till the end. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss other exciting content. Thanks and happy watching. When you think about the potential obstacles you and your partner might face in a romantic relationship, your boyfriend who is about to move on ranks at the top of the list. It's hard to accept the fact that your partner may be far away from you. It could be that the family decided to move, or because of a job opportunity or other life change. Whatever the case, facing physical distance is always stressful and heavy on the heart. There is no doubt that your relationship will undergo significant changes as you will have to adapt to this new situation. Many people think long-distance relationships can't and won't work. Your friends may advise you to leave, or your family may forbid you from continuing the relationship with your girlfriend. But if he really cares about you and you care about him, he says you will be heartbroken. Okay, no one said it would be easy. The physical distance between the two of you will challenge the love you have for each other. You will definitely feel lonely and sad, and things can get complicated from time to time. But once you get over the initial problems that arise with LDR, you will begin to appreciate the simplest things, such as eating together, holding hands, going for walks together, and things like that. These little things will be sweeter than ever after you can finally meet again. Before moving on to tips and tricks on how to survive in a long-distance relationship, there are a few things we need to clarify first. Should you still be in a relationship with your boyfriend? Yes, no one can answer this question for you. And of course, this is not something to be taken lightly, because it is a decision that will have a big impact on your life. You and your partner should work together to find a solution that works for both of you. Ask yourself and your partner, is your relationship and love worth it? If you have a positive answer to this question, there is no doubt that you should continue dating your girlfriend. If you are serious about each other and your relationship is going in the right direction, then LDR will not be a problem for you. But if all you two have is a casual relationship, then now is the perfect time to call it off and go your separate ways. Your boyfriend is about to move out, and it's not a big deal, trust me. However, continuing your relationship or not depends entirely on you and him. Think about your future together and how both of you would be affected if he walked away. Take your time and don't make impulsive decisions because someone might get hurt. If you're overwhelmed by the whole situation and can't think clearly, ask your family or friends for advice if necessary. How to talk to your girlfriend about your concerns. It is best to have a face-to-face conversation, and whatever you do, avoid talking about serious issues via text message or social media. Talk honestly with him and tell him how you feel about this whole situation. Stay calm and don't let emotions govern your actions. If your boyfriend moves away, it's most likely not his fault. He is not deliberately trying to distance himself from you. Maybe he's moving out for college or for a new job. When you chat with him, raise your concerns and try to find a solution. If you work together, you'll feel much better about your relationship and worry less about him breaking up and finding another girl there. There are a few things you have to address before your boyfriend moves in. Try to make some sort of deal, because it will help you deal with the transition more easily. Ask him how many times does he expect you to visit him, and vice versa. You can also suggest that you video call each other every night so you can see each other's faces. It is difficult to date due to long distances, but today's technology has made it easier for those in long-distance relationships. The most common way to date virtual is through social media apps and video calls. You can always suggest to him that you start watching your favorite TV shows together via video call. However, be understanding and flexible if your boyfriend moves away because of college, because he will have a lot of responsibilities there and not have as much time for you as before. What to avoid when your boyfriend is about to move. When your partner decides to move on, it's easy to let emotions cloud your judgment. But remember, you are a strong woman and able to survive in worse situations. Remember that you shouldn't blame him for walking away from you. It's easy to say that it was his fault for moving on, but as I mentioned earlier, you have to understand that he made the right decision for himself. Maybe he got a job offer that he couldn't and shouldn't miss. Many women panic when their partner tells them they are moving on, and the pain they feel can quickly turn into anger. But if you blame each other with your partner, your relationship will slowly deteriorate, and all that's left is hatred for each other. And no matter how much time you give yourself and your partner, regrets will never go away. That's why you have to work and stand together if you want your long-distance relationship to succeed. Never underestimate each other's feelings. You never know how your boyfriend will react if he has to move. Maybe he's really excited about this new job opportunity, but that doesn't mean he's happy to leave you. You never know what's going to happen in your life, so you shouldn't just give up and get frustrated with your girlfriend. Find your inner peace and always respect your partner's feelings. The worst thing you can do is make assumptions. Every couple has their own problems that they need to solve. Whenever a painful change occurs, our first reaction is to assume what might happen. But it's not wise to jump to conclusions or let your mind create imaginary scenarios that may never happen. If you let negative thoughts and emotions get the better of you, you won't have the power to talk about the future of your relationship with your partner. How to survive in a long-distance relationship. Being in a long-distance relationship is difficult, but it has its own surprises as well. You need to have a lot of understanding and patience for your love to last. So here, I have gathered the most useful tips that can help you and your partner overcome this difficult time. Number 1. Enjoy your own time. When your boyfriend moves to another location, you may feel lonely and scared about what might happen next between the two of you. Don't let that fear stop you from living your best life. You're not lonely unless you choose to feel that way. You're alone, but you have a life outside of your relationship, right? Doing things you want to do even though you already have a partner is one of the pillars of a healthy relationship. And frankly, your world doesn't revolve around your partner, and his or her world doesn't revolve around you either. You are surrounded by great people who mean a lot to you. You have friends and family, so why not enjoy some alone time? You can choose to spend it with friends and family, or go out and enjoy your free time. Visit the gym if you want. Suggest to your friends that you go hiking together, or ask your siblings to join you in a Harry Potter watching party or whatever. There are many amazing things you can do outside of your relationship. I'm not saying that you should completely forget about your boyfriend, just that it's not the end of everything for you if your girlfriend has moved to another city. Number 2. Avoid dangerous situations. If you and your boyfriend have agreed that you or he shouldn't go to parties every night with friends, neither of you should. And if your friend invites you to a girls' night, make sure your boyfriend approves. Reassure him that nothing will happen. Otherwise, he may suspect that you are cheating. Men don't like to be in a position where they lack control and feel powerless. And if you go out without telling him who you're going with and where you're going, he'll be worried and upset because you might do something you shouldn't. None of you should put yourself in a dangerous position. Hiding the truth from your partner, however innocent the moment may be, will have a negative impact on your love. In addition, even if you are physically far apart, it does not mean that your partner will not know the truth. The most important factor in a long-distance relationship is mutual trust. Without it, the love you have for each other will slowly fade away. Number 3. See this as an opportunity to grow together. Separating from each other is hard, I understand, but you have to see it as an opportunity for the two of you to grow together as a couple. Maybe God is testing your love for each other. Don't automatically assume that distance will separate the two of you. Instead, trust that it will only strengthen the bond you both create. A long-distance relationship is a real test of how much you love each other, but it's also a great opportunity to get to know each other better if you've never had the chance before. If you're both ready to work on making it happen, there's no distance in the world that can separate the two of you. Love is the greatest force in this world. Number 4. Avoid communicating too much. It's normal for you to miss your girlfriend if she moves to another city. At first, you'll feel the urge to touch it even though you know you can't. So, to meet your needs, you can make a video call so you can see his face again. But what if it is not enough to satisfy you? Should you call him again in an hour or two? Yes, it's not wise if you're being too possessive now that he's moved to another location. Being in a long-distance relationship doesn't mean you have to communicate 10 hours a day to keep the relationship alive. If you think that you have to compensate for the distance by doing more, you are wrong. This will only make your situation worse, because your boyfriend will soon feel pressured to call you every time he calls. The worst mistake you can make is to be a needy person. In this situation, less is always better, so pick a good time to tease her a little and let her do the rest. You will see that your relationship will only get better once you realize that you shouldn't call or text him all the time. Number 5. Visit each other. Every long-distance relationship struggles with visits. They are the culmination of the relationship. After all, you've been waiting all this time just to be able to touch and kiss her. While this is quite common for other couples, it is quite special and extra intimate for those in long-distance relationships. It feels different seeing each other after weeks or months, and you actually feel as nervous and scared as you were when you first met him. If you want your LDR to succeed, you must agree on when and where you will meet again later. You have to understand each other's duties, and if you can't go visit him, then he should make an effort to come to you. When you have a chance to meet again, I promise, it will be like a fireworks show. Number 6. Know each other's schedule. When you're in a long-distance relationship, it's important that you know when the other person is busy or free, so you can plan to call or text at the right time. You shouldn't interrupt your boyfriend if he's in a business meeting or just came to class. Knowing when he or she has meetings, trips, and exams is very important to you, because you can then plan when to meet or hear from each other according to those schedules. I know it's been hard for you since she moved to another city, but remember, it's also hard for her. You have to remember that he sacrificed a lot of things to be where he is now. Number 7. Surprise him with a gift. Giving something to your girlfriend before she leaves can keep the passion between the two of you alive. It can be a simple keychain, teddy bear, or photo album. People often give meaning to certain objects. They like it when something reminds them of someone. It's natural to store our memories in physical objects, hoping that when we hold them, it will help us get closer to the people we care about. So why not surprise your boyfriend with a gift before he moves in? By doing so, he can always have something that will make him remember you. Don't underestimate the power of memory. Even something as small as a ring can mean a lot to someone. Number 8. Remember to stay positive. I understand that it may be difficult for you to see the bright side, but you have to if you want to maintain sanity. If you want your LDR to stay alive, then you have to stay positive. The fact that you have to wait so long just to touch and hug her hurts you, but remember that she is also experiencing the same emotions as you. He also feels lonely and misses you. But remember what you stand for. In the end, you will meet again. It is only a matter of time. Be grateful for what you have, and be grateful that you have someone in your life who loves you as much as he or she does. Be grateful for that late night call or good morning message he sent you. Good things will come to those who are ready to wait for him. Number 9. Improve your communication. Remember that he is always one phone call away from you. You can make a plan to greet each other with good morning and good night every day when you wake up and go to bed. One day may be boring, but that doesn't stop you from telling your partner what's going on in your life and what's happening. If you think your communication might become a little boring, you can always spice it up by sending him some selfies, emojis, or audio clips from time to time. By showing him that you care about your relationship, you'll prove to him that you still love him, and you'll do whatever it takes to make him work. Now, it's up to him to repay him. Number 10. Be honest with each other. The worst mistake you can make is to hide any negative emotions or thoughts from your partner and suppress them within yourself. It's dangerous if your partner doesn't know your feelings, and even more so if you're in a long-distance relationship. Talk to each other every day and be honest about any feelings you may have, be it jealousy, fear, or insecurity. You guys got involved in this together, remember? You are not alone even if he is far away from you. Don't try to overcome those horrible feelings alone. If you need him to support you, allow him to help you in any way he can. It will only get worse as time goes on if you try to hide something from your partner. And if you're having trouble with your long-distance relationship, tell him your thoughts. It's true. Some people can't handle the distance, and it doesn't matter. Talk to him and find out what's best for both of you. No matter how far apart you are, you shouldn't feel uncomfortable telling your partner that you have a problem. Number 11. Have a goal in mind. What about your future? How long does he plan to stay? When did he come back? Does he plan to come back in the end? These are just some of the questions you should ask when you are in a long-distance relationship. Even though you are far apart, it doesn't mean the relationship will be forever like that. In the end, your boyfriend will decide that he needs to settle down. That's why you need to have goals and make plans for each other. You both need to be on the same page if you want your love to succeed. You both need to be motivated to work together in order to build a future that includes each other. Being in a long-distance relationship requires a lot of understanding and sacrifice on both sides. But if you're willing to put in the effort to make it happen, nothing can separate you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button and remember to click on the notification bell. Also, be sure to check out our other videos as well. Thanks for watching.